Happy Sunday. I would show Reed, but Reed probably doesn't want to be on the camera. Where's he going? Stump it down the stairs like that. Okay, I had to come on here and tell y'all this. I don't know if anybody's even going to come on. It's like a random 4 o'clock on Sunday.
That was an offensive foul.
There's somebody. Bailey a Bruce. Bailey a Bruce. Chunky Warlock. Oh, you're going to find this so funny. Good afternoon. This is going to be so entertaining for you. I just can't even wait for you to hear what I have to say. Hi, Aaron Kelly Knoll. So I came on here because me and Reed are hanging out on this rainy Sunday. And I don't know if funny is really the right word, but we're just going to go with funny. So we're hanging out on this cool and wet Sunday. And we're sitting here talking about mutable madness because this is what we do. We geek out. We sit here and talk about astrology and we stare at charts because we're nerds like that. And it just hit me. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't even know if I could repeat exactly how I said it. But I realized, so last year it was Leo who was just like getting the business. And I just felt so bad for Leo because that Mars in Capricorn was just not your friend. And I felt so bad. So this year, it's Virgo. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm just saying this ahead of time because the next 3 weeks are so heavily focused on Jupiter that it's really going to make you uncomfortable. And you've already got a taste of this discomfort. So I'm just going to try to the best of my abilities, reproduce the monologue.
Can't find it.
Can't find what? Oh, I'm going to the best of my ability, reproduce the monologue that I have created for Virgo, High Crafty Palette, in honor of Mutable Madness 2019 for Virgo. And it's a lot of people in my house, but they'll just have to deal. So let me take my breath as I take on the spirit of Virgo here for you. And I don't understand why it doesn't work. Here's my instruction manual. I followed the instructions. You see, step 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I not to 5? Okay, let's try again. Here's the instruction manual. I am going to take the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I not at 5? Let's try again. Do you see the insanity in this, Virgo? Do you see it? Do you see the insanity? The insanity says, why do you keep treating this thing as if it's like a contraption? Your life is not a contraption.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Your life is not a contraption that has a set of schematics. Y'all are not going to do that to me today. Somebody's on here, sis, is Trump going to get the boot? I hope Jupiter and Sagittarius make something happen. This is not what I'm here to talk about, okay? I am here to talk about why Virgo is struggling and how the next couple of weeks are going to be kind of hard for Virgo. And it's because Virgo really just wants things to make logical sense. Virgo just wants to follow the instruction manual and get to the desired result. And it's just like, your life is not that way. Your life, the world, other people, it doesn't function on logic. People are actually not logical. And it's actually illogical for you to keep thinking that people are logical. It is illogical for you because you keep trying to solve a problem in this way and you have not understood the nature of the problem, right? Jupiter versus Mercury is really the crux of these next few weeks. And that Mercury is like, here are the steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here are the pieces that we shall dissect from our contraption. And if we just replace these pieces in the contraption could be your body, it could be your job, it could be your relationship, it could be your life. Sometimes there actually is a contraption. Your washing machine is a contraption. And so if you take the piece out of the washing machine that doesn't work and you put it back, then your washing machine should work. Except for sometimes the washing machine is old, and sometimes it is not worth it to continue to replace pieces in an old and broken washing machine, and you should just get rid of the washing machine. This washing machine is your life, Virgo. Let it go. You have replaced too many parts. You have taken out the old crickety parts. Guess what? It all needs to go in the dumpster. That's kind of harsh, but it's just the truth. It's facts, right? So while Mercury is so satisfied with dissecting things into its pieces, and they think that by dissecting things into its pieces that they're going to understand it. You cannot dissect people. Do you understand me? Unless you are working on a cadaver. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can Rita's over here about to spit her cupcake out at me. Virgo, listen to me. You cannot dissect people. Are you in medical school? Are you working on a cadaver? If your answer to both of those questions is no, then the answer is you cannot dissect people. People are not contraptions. You cannot break people down into their component parts and think that you are going to understand them. See, here you go. I knew you was going to come with some nonsense, but I'm not even entertaining you today, Chunky Warlock. I'm going to continue on with my sermon here. So understand that life right now is teaching you that, yes, but they're alive people, okay? They're not dead people, Akua. They're not dead. They're alive. But seriously, the overwhelming focus on Jupiter-ruled signs and Sagittarius right now, right? So basically what's going to happen is Friday, March 29th. Do I have my phone? Friday, March 29th. How Reed going to join in on my live while she's sitting here next to me? Okay, hold on. Friday the 29th, Jupiter's going to enter Sagittarius, right? After that, we're in the first week of April. We get a moon in Pisces and a new moon in Pisces the following week. So now that means that the week of April 1st, we're going to have Sun in Pisces, Moon in Pisces, Saturn in Sagittarius, Jupiter in Sagittarius. Those are all Jupiter ruled signs. Then the following week on the 11th of April, Mercury joins them. So now the second week of April is peak mutable madness for spring 2019. That is Sun in Sun in Pisces. The 10th and the 11th are going to have Moon in Gemini, Saturn in Sagittarius, Mercury in Pisces, Jupiter in Sagittarius. So basically the only planets that are not in immutable signs are Venus and Mars that week. Right? So the challenge with this is that Mercury just wants to know what the component pieces are and figure out how something functions so that they can repair it or use it properly, right? It's all about the function and the method. People don't really operate like that. And if you're honest with yourself, your life doesn't either. You cannot, take your scalpel and extract a person out of your life and then think that all of your problems are going to be gone. You cannot take your scalpel and extract your job problem out of your life and think that all of your problems are going to be solved, right? Problems in life are not components. They are not like parts of a contraption that if you just take one out, right, then everything is going to be fixed. I'm going to let you on in a little secret. The problem is not the contraption. And the problem is not your life. It's you. You are the problem. Now, that may be kind of harsh, right? It may be kind of harsh to say that you are the problem. And I don't mean that in any kind of fluffy, esoteric, juju, law of attraction kind of way. I literally mean that it is your perception of your circumstances that is causing you duress. Here's some language that might help you a little bit better, Virgo. Would you rather cut down a tree with a scalpel or an axe? If
what?
If you cannot cut down a tree with the scalpel, why do you keep trying? Like, why? It's illogical, right? Doesn't make any sense. Reed is like, she can't take it. Right? So, Virgo, this is my advice to you. It's inefficient, right? And for some people who claim themselves to be so logical, Virgo, why do you keep trying to cut down a tree with the scalpel? Why do you keep approaching the problems in your life as if they are component pieces that need to be dissected and extracted in order for your problems to be solved? Right? I wouldn't even say a bulldozer. A bulldozer is not effective either because now you've likely destroyed the wood and you can't do anything with it. Right? So, Virgo, I would ask you, are you using the right tools for the job? What is the job? I don't know that you have the answer to that question, number one. Number two, the challenge with the Sagittarius energy for you is that logic and intention. This is the difference here. Logic is when you take something at face value and you're observing something functioning. And based on how you're observing that thing functioning in your life, like looking at it with your eyeballs, your ears, taking in all of the data, right? That's logic. So based on what I'm seeing and how I'm observing, this must be how that thing works, right? But what logic cannot perceive is intention, right? And so it's very easy to just subscribe to someone some intention that they might have based on the logic of how you think that something is supposed to work. So this is your life right now. Like you observe your life and you're like, I'm dissatisfied with this. I want this to change. I don't like that. But have you paused to examine your own intentions, right? If you were to stop viewing your life as this thing that just needed to have some parts replaced, maybe it's just time to throw the whole thing out. I'm not saying that that's true for everybody. It's just a thought. Because sometimes it's your own intention misapplied and misunderstood that causes problems in your life. And what I mean by that is that you're not really clear. That's very true, JB Photos. But right, a lot of times you are not clear on your own intentions. That's why I call Virgo the real indecisive sign, because they want to apply logic to things that require wisdom, to things that require strength of will, to things that require clarity of desire, and you want to apply logic to it. But Virgo, I would ask you, before you apply logic to a problem, before you refer back to the instruction manual and try the steps for the 3050th time, even though it doesn't work, I want you to ask, is this a problem better solved by me figuring out what I really want? Or is this a problem that is better solved by me having some strength of will? Meaning, maybe I didn't try hard enough. Or should I solve this problem by clarifying my intention? And by intention, I don't mean a to-do list, Virgo. Stop with the to-do list. Again, to-do lists are a means of dissecting something into its component pieces and thinking if you follow the steps, you will solve the problem. But the problem is you've made a to-do list for a thing that you're not even sure that you want to do. And you've made a to-do list not really clear on your own intention. Like, what are you really trying to do? Are the steps that you're using really the most effective? Right? I know that's language y'all like, effective and efficient. Those are Virgo words. So the other side of this is the Pisces stuff. And this is what's really going to make y'all mad, Virgo. I'm just saying. The thing that's really going to make it difficult for you is because Pisces is asking us, okay, y'all got to watch the OA, okay? Y'all got to watch the OA. And this is not going to be a spoiler alert. I'm not giving away any details of the show, but I'm just going to say this. I need you to try to close your eyes and your mouth and then make an observation. When you close your eyes and your mouth, what is the observation that you can make, right? When you need to discern something without dissecting the evidence in front of you, what are the tools that you use? How do you know something with your body and not your mind?
48 and 52.
I got to do.
I'm on a video. That's all.
Oh, you on the video?
Yeah.
There you go.
To Instagram. So yes, I'm asking Virgo that sometimes the
Yeah, I stopped it. I stopped that.
sometimes the evidence that you're observing, you're not interpreting it correctly or accurately. And you've made the conclusion that the evidence in front of you is leading to a certain outcome when in fact you really keep trying to pick you. That's my cousin. Y'all are funny. Thank you. I feel I'm in my robe, my Sunday clothes. So anyways, the whole point is that what is wrong with y'all? Didn't you just hear me say that's my cousin? I'm at home in my house. Ooh, y'all are funny. But yeah, my whole point is Virgo, you are beating your head against the wall, and it's okay to stop. It's okay. There are times in our lives where we have followed the rules and the appropriate steps, and we do not reach the intended outcome. No, I'm at home. And so when that happens, it's time to say that maybe you have not observed the problem correctly.
Yeah.
Maybe you have not identified the actual issue.
Oh, look at that.
So, Richard, hush.
Look at it.
So, when you observe and close your mind, I mean, not your mind, close your mouth and your eyes, and you listen and you feel, right? Because you're allowing this goes back to the video that I did last week on the full moon in Virgo. This goes right back to it, because I did a tarot spread on the full moon in Virgo, and I was talking about how we allow the external world to define for us what's happening on the inside, rather than closing our eyes and figuring out what we actually feel on the inside, and then interpret what's happening around us based on that internal thing. So we want someone else to tell us, just give me the instruction manual. Let me just go to Google and find the answer. Let me just, ask someone and follow these steps. And it's just like, I mean, you could keep applying that to your life if you want to. But, yeah, no, this doesn't really work like that. Anyways, I'll be talking about this more this week. So you want to tune in tomorrow to my Monday morning Instagram live. And I'll be talking some more about this. I'm really excited to be talking about Jupiter and Sagittarius because Jupiter is coming home. Every time a planet comes to its own home sign, it starts to take authority over our lives and in our world. And it kind of becomes the foundation that we kind of stand on as far as how we're interpreting everything else. So Sagittarius and Jupiter is always about religion. It's always about clergy. It's always about mentors and teachers, education, wisdom, imams, rabbis, evangelists, all of these people in spiritual positions. And in these times that we have planets occupied by Sagittarius, like if you've watched since really 2017 and you've watched the exponential increase in interest in magic, in ritual, in crystals, in astrology, in tarot. All of these things are becoming really, really, really popular because people are thirsty for meaning. They want to know, what does it all mean? And they realize that the way that they've been interpreting the evidence up until this point is not satisfying. So there has to be some other story or some other meaning for why things are the way that they are and where things are going. So with that being said, I'll talk to y'all later. I didn't mean to drag Virgo. I just know that these next few weeks are going to be difficult for you all. So you should come back and look at this video. I'll put it up on YouTube. All right. Bye.